It's Big Vedo and I'm chilling with Street Certified TV.
What so what is the name of the new album that you're working on?
Baghdad music.
Just flat Baghdad music.
Baghdad music.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That's
How many songs you trying to put on there?
probably between 10 to 12. 12
10 to 12.
Probably, yeah, I'm gonna have an intro, outro. Yeah.
Dope.
Yeah.
You got any music videos you're working on?
Yep, I solo videos. I got a video coming up called Koi Bono. I dropped the song probably like a month or two ago. I'm working on that video for it solo. Then I got a feature that I got coming with Visa, and another feature I got with Baghdad Bond. But as far as my solo joints, I got Koi Bono coming up, and that's it for solo right now. I think I got a lot of features, videos to do, but yeah, look out for that Koi Bono. That's one I've been working on too for like a couple months now. So I'm really trying. I don't want it to be just no regular videos. I'm trying to add some character to this one.
Putting out 6 projects, like what I think of is like, damn, like you're doing good for somebody that like literally started really making music in 2019. You know, doing songs with Lil Blood, breaking 40K on the go off shit. Like you're catching in like a nice momentum, and definitely that comes with a lot of hard work. What would you say has been your best moment in this whole process so far to you? Like, is there anything that's happened along the way that, like, you say has inspired you, or it's just like, you know, any key moment?
Yeah, I'm gonna say I got a few, but I'm gonna say that the no losses video. I think that that video and that song right there, that kind of like gave me a different energy about like, okay, you know, this really what I'm trying to do. You know what I'm saying? Like this really.
So you think making that song made you like, you listen to it as like maybe somebody that was a little, what do you call that? Not being an easy, what is that called? Critique, right? Mm-hmm. So you kind of critiqued it and you were like, yeah, I need to keep doing this shit, like basically.
Yeah, it was like, cause not just the song, but the vibe of the video.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And the elements to the video, like the people that was involved with the, you know what I'm saying, with the video and everything with the song, like, and just that timing, everything in that moment, you know what I mean, with that song, that was the one that just was like, okay.
I can reflect on that.
Yeah.
That magazine made me feel different this time.
Yeah.
Because I was like, you know what, like, at the end of the day, we did a great job on that one, and I actually enjoyed doing it, and like even right now I even enjoy it more than I ever have, and it takes 16 issues for that to happen, like to where I'm like finally kind of like I enjoy it. Right. I probably didn't enjoy it at first because I probably just, you know, whatever, I was just trying to keep the business afloat, but now I've managed it a little better, and so now I can enjoy the work process of it, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I think that's kind of like for a rapper, it's probably the same way when you finally get your recording process down, and then you hear like, oh shit, like I really constructed some art here, like this is crazy, like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's probably the same feeling, like
definitely, like, for me, the like you say, the format of it just like to hear it afterwards, like, and I, you know, I ain't a person like you know, I try to remain as humble, you know, as I can, but like I say, along the way, it's been all kind of learning curves too, because, you know, I'm naturally a writer, naturally, as far as when I, going to doing my music. But, we in the time where a majority of the artists now, they don't really write, like, they punch or
swag rap.
Yeah, they. So I'd have been put in positions numerous times where it was like, we ain't writing in this session, or we, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I'm naturally a writer. I feel like I get my best when I'm writing.
You'll shut it down.
Yeah, but I'd have been put in positions, and to where I'm glad, I'm thankful for that too, because like now some of my best songs, some of the fan favorite songs, the songs that some of my other fans like the most is songs that I did right off the top of my head. Like, I didn't even write, I just went in there and just, so I had to gain that along the way, that process too. I had to add that to the arsenal too.
A lot of rapping in the car.
Yeah, like a lot of rapping in the car. That's a lot of them verses on Instagram was about, like, getting them out. And if you pay attention, if you, like, people who've been fucking with me, you go back to the beginning when I first started fucking with the Instagram verses. I used to have my phone in my hand because I couldn't memorize this shit. But you look, as the time went on, that was all part of the process. You know what I'm saying? Going through that, Yep. That gave me a lot of confidence too. Was them Instagram verses too.
Yeah.
It gave me more confidence going into the booth. You know what I'm saying? The feedback I used to get back, that I get back off a verse I drop on Instagram, it'll give me confidence to go on a song with anybody, like, just like, I'll be okay.
One of the things I was reflecting on just now while you were talking was the Go Off video with BMF, and you said I don't watch BMF. What did you say? What was the lyrics?
I watched BMF. Me and Meech was on the yard.
And then you had an actual photo with him on the yard.
Yeah, that man. Shout out my boy Meech, man. Yeah, we was in the feds together. You know what I'm saying? We was in Mount Pot. And,
so he's actually out here.
Yo, he was. He not no more. He in no, not Colorado. Oregon.
Huh.
He in Oregon now. Sheridan, Oregon. Yeah, he hated up there too. But he was out here. He was at Mount Pot for a minute. Yep, and good dude, humble dude, man. I appreciate my time I got to, be around him and, gather some gems and jewels from him, you know what I'm saying? Just naturally, you know what I mean? Like I say, he a humble dude, like, you know what I'm saying? I met him, he still had calendars to do, but he'd talk to you like he going home tomorrow type shit, you know what I'm saying?
He's not letting it break him.
Nah.
They always say that when you're in jail. They say, do the time, don't let the time do you.
Man, you can't. And, I enjoyed my experience with bro, you know what I'm saying? I said I never even, see, because I didn't have no intentions on coming out doing no music like that, like really. So, when he heard I was doing music, I had another partner named Staff. He from Anchorage, Alaska. And him and Meech is real close, you know what I'm saying? And when he heard I was doing music and shit, he was like, man, tell him, man, hit my sister up. His sister was managing Playboy Cardi. You know what I'm saying? Like, tell him my sister up, she managed Playboy Cardi. Like, tell him get to Atlanta. And you know what I'm saying? This was a couple years ago. And I wasn't even ready for, like,
none of that.
I barely was even recording. So I was like, yeah.
Too early.
Way too early, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, shout out Meech, man. Real good dude, man.
That must have been a trip, because, like, there would be people that are, like, living legends, and, like, yeah, like, they have that kind of draw, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so you'll rub shoulders with people depending on who you are and how you move, and then, like, it just be a trip, some of the people.
Crazy thing was, bro, like, seriously, like, real shit. Meech ever see this, he can contest to this, man. Like, cause I came to Lompoc from a different prison. So when I first came in there, I seen him, he just looked familiar to me. Like, but I think I had been down probably like 8.5, 9 years at the time. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking like this dude look familiar. I'm not knowing if I know him from another yard or anything. You know what I'm saying? But then, you know, eventually I was like, okay, you know, once I seen people was gravitating to him and stuff like that, I'm like, oh, okay, oh, that's who that is. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah. He I had told this story on my YouTube channel too before how we wound up meeting. He when I came to that yard, I used to play the tickets and shit, bet on the sports and shit. And when I first got there, shit, I was like hitting like crazy, like right. So man, and he came, that nigga one Saturday morning, that nigga came up there and was like straight up like, man, well, you know, man, I'm Meech, man, I'm Big Meech, man. You know, people told me how you been. You got them pics, man. I'm trying to get a couple of pics from you, man. We just at the third. And I'm like, yeah, what's up? We put the tickets together. You know what I'm saying? We went from there. You know what I'm saying? I started fucking with him. That's how we met, though, over some motherfucking gambling shit, though.
You know what's funny is my dad, growing up, my whole family, they're salespeople. And they always said, like whether you like sports or not, you're going to get into sports. Because
Right.
guess what? You meet a lot of great people that not only watch sports, but bet on sports. And people that bet on sports have money, and that's the crowd you want to be in.
and that's what fucked me up about him. Like, I'm like, man, dude, you got, man, all the money, probably more money than anybody in this prison. Like, what the fuck you want to play tickets for? But he didn't want to run the ticket. He just like to, you know,
Something to do. Something to do.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, when you got money to burn, like, or at least enough to where you know people are good and you have something, like, you know, you can do whatever you want. You can bet on horses. You can, it's whatever.
Yeah.
It's whatever.
Yeah. Oh, everything. He had everything. Man,
That's funny.
Man, look, motherfucker, other people that been down with him, they know too. I ain't lying, man. That nigga, it be hard when he be on the yard because, you know, shit that was normal don't be normal. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, motherfuckers that used to bring you chicken and bring you shit out the kitchen and shit, like, you know, that shit start not coming no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything going to meet.